All right. So, for those of you who don't know, I started my trading journey around 3.5 months ago. And to be honest, there has been a lot of ups and downs throughout that journey so far. And I know it's not really long. I'm still in the beginning of my stages for sure, 100%. But what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about is just how I got to the point where I'm at and why I feel like I should be way ahead of where I am right now. So basically, I got into trading. My friend actually was just playing with the charts in the middle of class one day in our orchestra class. And I was like, dude, what the heck? I was just on TikTok scrolling on how to make money. And I saw these people buying and clicking stocks is what it looked like to me at the time. And they were making a bunch of money. And I was like, oh shoot, that could be method, you know? Like I heard all these people getting rich off investing, like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, all these people that are just great investors and great just entrepreneurs in general. I was like, okay, let's look into it. And then, they put me on and I start looking at all these different videos that my friends were sending me. And I'm like, okay, it's not as simple as just buying and selling and clicking buttons. It's not that simple. So I was like, okay, I need to find something that I can implement, a system that I can find. So my friend recommended me, obviously, to the one and only TJR that pretty much every single mainstream trader took after. He was like the father, the root of the tree, and then created these little branches, this family tree line. And, I learned from him. I watched his videos. But the most important piece of information that was in those videos that I got out of I didn't watch the whole boot camp. I watched the 9-hour video actually. So I started the boot camp, but I was like, I didn't want to trade Forex. I wanted to trade futures because that's what my friends were trading. So I was like, okay, let me get into futures and let me see what's happening. So I watched that. But the most important thing that I took away from that wasn't anything technical. It wasn't anything that had to do with finding bias, liquidity, all that. Like all the technical stuff is easy. And I'm not gonna, don't click off this video because I know you're gonna think I'm just gonna talk about freaking psychology, all this bullshit. No, I'm not. What I really want to talk about, he literally told me, I remember it was like one of the last things. He literally said, you know everything. Now just go take the information that he gave me and go apply it to the charts. And I was, every day I would be taking notes, bro, religiously. I have a whole notebook that I'll show you guys in probably a later video. But I have a whole notebook that I was taking notes, obviously. And I was applying each and every day. I was taking notes. I was applying it to the charts each and every day. I was applying it to the charts. And I was seeing, okay, my bad. This stuff makes sense, we sweep liquidity, we get fair value gap, breaking structure, all that. I was like, okay, this makes sense. So, I keep watching the video. I was getting edged. I was like, oh, I need a strategy, though. I need to see how to put this together. He gave me a strategy, finally. And I started applying a strategy. You can even go look on my TikTok. I documented everything on my TikTok, and I'm going to start documenting everything on here. I was, like, applying everything. I was back testing his strategy. I was like, okay, this works. And, I was trading it for a couple months. Or, no, not a couple months. A couple weeks, actually, because I've only been trading for 3.5 months. And I was winning some, but I was losing some. I was like, man, I keep freaking losing, bro. This sucks. I lost. I'm going to switch strategies. And the most important information he told me, once you find something, stick with it. Because at some point, no matter what, once you find that strategy that you need, that you tested, and if it makes sense to you, stick with it. And I used to think, it didn't make sense because I would have a losing day, when in the grand scheme of things, a losing day isn't that big of a deal. And this was when I was really, really new to trading. I'm still really, really new to trading. But it was like, think of it in the mindset. You've only been trading for like 2-3 weeks. But I was like, bro, when I tell you I was all freaking in, and I still am all freaking in. But like, this was like, okay, this is my way out, bro. Because I'm not trying to freaking work a 9-to-5 my whole life. So I'm like, I got to make this shit work. I got to start seeing results. I'm about to graduate, all this. So I get there. I applying everything, and I'm like, okay, this sucks. So then I switch strategies. I do exactly what he says not to do. So I go over to Justin Whirlin. I try his strategy. I really liked it a lot. And that's the strategy I trade for about a month. You know, I passive funded using CPI, so that doesn't even freaking count. And I'm still trading the same funded that I'm currently trading right now that I passed with that CPI. And I've just gotten myself into more drawdown because I used to gamble. I tried another CPI and it failed. It freaking it shot down and then shot up, and I should have blown my account, but I mean, it was God. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even think it was God. I think I just got saved. I didn't blow the account though, and I'm still trading on it, and it's in big drawdown. So it's kind of been rough on me right now. But to get back on track, I was trading the Justin Werling strategy for a little bit, for about a month and a half, and I was seeing like decent results. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Market maker, sell model, buy model, all this, and like everything technical made freaking sense. Like at the end of the day, like if you're getting into trading and you want to get into trading, like everything will make sense to you. What kills you is the freaking options. There's so much noise and BS that's going to flow in your head, and that's gonna make you feel like you're missing out on something. So like, okay, while I was watching Justin Werling, I was looking at other freaking YouTubers on TikTok and streaming or whatever. But those are like the two main people that I actually took strategies from, was TJR and Justin Werling. Then, as soon as I was about to invest in a mentorship with Justin Werling, you know, he comes out, talks about, okay, I am done. Basically, he was like done trading, or he came out with that fraud video that fooled the internet. I'm not gonna lie, he got me too, but he fooled the internet, and then he just talked about how he's going full time with his software company and making like trading software, whatever he was doing. But he goes all in with that. So now I'm like, okay, I'm mentorless. Now I need to go find another strategy because this mentor is gonna save me. This next mentor is gonna save me. So finally find PB, which is what I'm using right now. And I've been trading with them for about the past month and a half. I'm approaching my 4th month of trading. So really, yeah, it's been like 4 months now. So this is the longest I've stuck to something, strategy that I stuck to something, and I've seen the most growth. But the thing is, now I'm emotionally mature, and I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I have all these options. There's so much noise on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, all this trading nonsense. But I'm never going to see real progress if I don't commit to this one thing and stick with it. Stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. It's like, bro, I'm using an analogy right now, all right? And I hate using girls as an analogy because, I don't know. I know people get freaking horny and shit. But, like, you're a good-looking guy and you have a lot of options. And, you know, these girls want to be with you, and you're constantly like, okay, Vanessa's bad, but like Trisha has a nice body, and then like, oh, but Sally has a nice personality. It's like you're weighing all your options, you know, and then before you know it, you're testing one thing fails, or this girl has a nice personality, but then you see her lacking quality in, you know, looks, and it's like, okay, on to the next. And then it's like, okay, she looks good, but now she doesn't have the best looks. I'm not physically attracted to her or whatever. Okay, next. And then it's just so on, just constant loop of despair. It's like you're looking for the perfect thing, the perfect model of a woman. And that's the same thing with the freaking strategy. You're looking for the perfect system, the perfect, I don't know, something that's going to have 100% authentic, or 100% on your scale from rating women, or 100% win rate in trading. You know, like those two things correlate. Like, I hope you guys can envision what I'm trying to say. I know I'm explaining this poorly, but you know, you're looking for a 10 out of 10 woman, but you're also looking for a 10 out of 10 strategy, and those two things don't exist. What makes the strategy a 10 out of 10? What makes the woman a 10 out of 10? Is, okay, I know this inside and out. I know that, okay, there's going to be flaws to this strategy. There's going to be flaws to this woman. So how can I manage this? Okay, you have to expect, okay, there's going to be some down times in your relationship with this woman. There's going to be down times in your model, your strategy. There's going to be points where you're not making money, you're losing money. There's gonna be points where your bias, you have your bias, your model works and it fails. And that's the thing. That's the whole point. It's probability based. Trading is probability based. And I'm not saying women are probability based, but I was just trying to give you an analogy to kind of understand where this is going. So, okay, you have a model now. You have a model that you've proven back testing that works. You just have to wait time to, apply it in the live markets. This can even go at any sort of business, whatever ideology you're doing. Whether it's drop shipping, e-commerce, online fitness coaching, all this shit is the same principles. It's like, okay, you test a product, e-commerce, you run ads on this product, okay, you get like no one's buying it, no one's viewing your shit, and it's a fail. Your products aren't ripping, and okay, now it's like, oh, I need to go find a new product. I need to go run ads on this product. Okay, and then you find it doesn't work anymore, or it's not the products aren't getting traction. So, okay, I need to find the next one. And it's like a just constant loop of despair that you're never going to get out of, because you can't stick to something for long enough to see the actual results and actually be like, okay, this works or this doesn't work. Okay, now I need to pivot. This hasn't worked and then in 6 months, what am I doing wrong? Okay, let me refine this. How do I get better? Let me go look for more insight. But it's like you have to try something for long enough and stop looking for the next best high. Stop looking for the next best woman. Stop looking for the next best strategy. It applies to anything. Not even just, this video is not even just trading related. Anything in life. I just happen to be a trader. But you can take this knowledge into anything in life. And there's nothing perfect. There is nothing that's going to be perfect. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about. But yeah, I'm currently trading, or my mentor is PB Trading. I don't know if you guys know them, but that's kind of who I'm learning from right now. And I'm going to apply every single day what they teach me. And I'm not going to apply other people's strategies, models. I'm going to apply what they teach me, got this mentorship, and then eventually I'm going to have my own model that I'm going to be able to, make my own and to my own understanding. But I'm going to try theirs first for a period of time, and I'm going to get enough data. And once I get that data, I'm going to remove the bad. And if I need to add anything, I'll add some stuff. But most likely, you're not even going to need to add anything, because it's like, okay, you're adding more stuff to something that already works. What you need to do, I already know this works. I back tested it. I forward tested it. I'm winning. I have a winning strategy. I know that because I've already proven that. Now it's all about just removing the stuff that's bad, and that's about it. Not trying to add too much, not trying to overcomplicate it, because at the end of the day, trading in itself is already a complicating, niche. Like, it takes a lot of stress, it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of determination just to get over simple humps. So why add more? Why add more gasoline to a fueling fire? When you're trying to put it out, you have all this chaos in your head and you don't know what to do with it. So simplify it. Stop giving yourself an out and stick to one thing and go all in. That's it. It's as simple as that. You think LeBron quit football? Like, LeBron played football throughout high school, but he was a star basketball player. He quit football to pursue basketball. And I'm not saying don't have a life outside of trading. What I'm saying is, if you keep giving yourself these other ventures and these other avenues as basically escape routes because you see a down period in your business, you're never going to get over that hump. You're just going to keep going from level 1 to level 4, back to level 1, level 1 to level 4, back to level 1. But you're never going to actually get to level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9. You're never going to get to those points because you're not willing to get over that hump. It's everything in business is the same. There's going to be obstacles that you have to overcome. It's just reality. So keep freaking pushing. You're a freaking warrior, and don't give up.